welcome to another edition of Totally Awesome Fishing, where I'm down in Exeter, by Exeter Airport. I'm going to be talking to Alex McDonald of Swift Tackle about two brands of hooks that's sweeping the country by storm almost at the moment, Sukuma hooks and Redgill lures. Let's see what insight we can get onto these two super products. Alex, looking on that desk there, it looks like a fisherman's dream come true. It looks like Christmas actually for me. Just tell me some of those lures, because there's something new there that I haven't seen in fishing before. I only knew the original Redgill, so tell me something about those new ones, Alex.
Right, you said the originals. Well, you know, these are some of the originals going back to the 50s that Alex Ingram developed down in Cornwall. That one there is probably one of the actual original ones, and that was the one of the next ones that sort of come along afterwards, slightly different tail pattern. And to its present day form, you know, that's still the original, still takes a hell of a lot of fish, rigged internally, unweighted, cracking imitation sand eel pattern, you know, still accounts for a lot of fish, especially bass to this day. When we brought the company, you know, the new fad in weighted lures, we wanted to keep to the traditional design, but obviously an internally weighted version.
Now, what's these things that look like got a lead head to them? Oh, that's the new product I'm after. That's the one that caught my eye.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, these are the Evos. These are the first new product, which is definitely just the original Redgill, internally weighted, soft plastic. Hook you'll see actually comes out of it, it's rigged. Now these, since we brought them out, have worked phenomenally well for especially for pollock, cod and bass. Real good lure. But you know, keeping on the same theme, we decided to go, you know, take it a little bit further, keep to the traditional design, and basically came out with these, which are like a V8. We call them V8s. They're a jig system. Basically you got the heads and the bodies. What it enables you to do basically is change, without changing your lure, cutting it off your line, you can basically change the colour of the bodies. So they just slide off.
So you just peel them off and roll them back on again?
Peel them off and roll them back on. This material, we use this on all our new lures now. It's called ST, which stands for Super Tough. It basically, in testing, and they just far outlast a lot of other soft lures. The problem with a lot of lures on the market today is they are very effective, but they're very soft.
They break up. They do break up.
They break up after a few captures, especially pollock and cod, where they've got the rough teeth. They just, you know, they just get trashed, and they're not cheap either. So we've used this material. We've got a factory to especially develop it, and it's tough as old boots. It, you know, you'll lose this lure in a wreck before it will break up 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
So this is a new system that we've come up with. We sell them in the UK. These are actually been developed for our American market. They're very popular over there for the striped bass fishing. So this is a bigger size that they want. They're actually talking about using it for tuna as well, which is why the hooks are a bit bigger and the lures a bit bigger.
And what sort of orders do you get when you have an American buyer?
We started dealing with them again for the last couple of years, and they've probably done about 50 grand about so far this year. Mostly, to be honest with you, in the small 115 originals, which they use as a teaser above a plug. Very popular over there when they're fishing for the striped bass, popping a plug along, and by having a little Redgill in front of it as a teaser, it looks like a fish is chasing that fish, and a lot of the fish will take that teaser lure. You know, we've had to upgrade the hooks on that because they get what they call trophy bass over there, which are, you know, 50 pound plus stripers like, and so we had to tweak them around, put better hooks in them. But you know, that is the main seller, is that 115. But they are starting to use these Evos now. Okay, yeah. Again, these are another take on the Evos, but these are for a Greek customer of ours. They use a lot smaller lures over there, a lot of the 70mm size in the originals, so they've asked us to develop the Evos and the V8s in these smaller sizes, like these ones here. You know, exactly the same as the originals, you know, in design and everything, just internally weighted, as in that case. And that one there, it's just that modular system where you've got the jig head and the soft body. Now, I am going to introduce these into the UK market because there's a trend at the moment for light, they call it light rock fishing, and even off the boats as well they use it, catching smaller species of fish, but you catch a lot more of them, hence why you use a smaller lure.
Again, what sort of order is that guy placing, just out of interest? Because well,
I'm working on a 30 grand order from him at the moment with these lures. They're still in development because we're tweaking certain things around. Sizes and weights are very important, so we're just getting it, putting the final touches on it at the moment, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, these as well as he's having, these are what we call a dumpy Evo. You can get a little bit more weight in it, but again, it's only 70mm size. This is the core of the order that we're supplying them with, this size lure. And as I said, the fashion in the UK is going over to this way, especially for the shore boys. Right, these are the Evos. As I said earlier, they're based on the original Redgill design. Nothing's changed to look at, except for the fact they're internally weighted. You'll see the hook comes out the top. When you actually take one out of the packet, you'll see the material, as I said before again, this super tough material. Really strong, really stretchy, but it just gives the lures such a nice action. They really work in the water better because they're softer. And I did it really because it's just, the original was such a classic. Why change anything, you know? Why just, you know, take this new fad of internally weighting the lures, which isn't new really anymore, it's been going on for ages, but it's not really been done like this in this type of lure, and the results have been great. The colours as well, I mean the hot colours this year is the pink, the bubblegum pink. It's just been killing the pollock and the cod, and all the bright colours really for pollock fishing. The brighter colours do seem to be more popular, especially for the cod, but the pollock do go on them. Again, I've seen days when blacks, you know, the original black was a killer when it first came out.
That's actually my favourite one, the black. It is my favourite, yeah.
Still is to this day. People, because it's not fashionable, they don't use it as much, but I know commercial boys that buy these by the, you know, loads of them, and they do ever so well on it. Personally, there is something in the pink. I don't know what it is, but they do work phenomenally well, as do the afterburners. Right, finally, these are a couple of new lures for next year. Field tested them already. Mega Vibe shads, twin tails, both internally weighted, rattles inside, flavoured. Absolutely killed the pollock and the cod. A little bit different to what's on the market, just slight changes, but caught a lot of fish in field testing on the commercial boats, and I think they'll do very, very well for this season. Should be out about March. Yeah, so rattles in the tail. These have got a rattle inserted underneath. Natural colours and bright colours as well, gives a bit of a variation, because they'll be very good for the bass, especially in the autumn on the wrecks. These are though predominantly a cod lure. That's what they catch. 10 turns off the bottom, absolutely slay. The flutter action is absolutely awesome to see in the water. You watch that go down, and yeah, there's twin tails on the market, but not weighted. Okay, as well as the Redgill, we've got the Sukuma brand, all Japanese, mostly hooks, as well as lines, fluorocarbons, etc. Top selling hooks. These use them myself for all my shore fishing, ranging from little ones for your breaming to your big ones for your hussing, congering, codding, etc. Super sharp, very, very good quality, high carbon steel. Yeah, fly out the door. Again, you get what you pay for, and this is among the best on the market.
Quality hook, and you get rid of what, bucket loads of those, I imagine.
Oh god, yeah, we sell more of these than any other, all the other brands of hooks that we do here put together. Again, quality speaks really, and people appreciate it. The sharpness on these things is awesome.